In this segment, Stephanie Miller welcomes her guest, a former FBI agent, to the program. Together, they catch us up on the latest investigations concerning Donald Trump. Here's Stephanie.
Chris Wray is announcing his resignation. I think we expected this to happen, that he would go in some form or fashion, but what's your reaction to this news?
Well, first of all, I'm not surprised. I mean, Donald Trump wants to get rid of Chris Wray, someone he appointed to the position, because Chris Wray actually upheld the law. Donald Trump thinks that he's above the law. But if I took classified documents home to my house, I would expect the FBI to raid my home too.
It is kind of a terrifying time, isn't it, with the approach of the incoming Trump administration and the rule of law, isn't it?
My concern is I've seen this happening now for the past year across my social media following, who are good people, right? Bright people. And yet I see the dark side coming out, and I have to question, has Trump given birth to general incivility and unkindness?
How many times has he incited violence, Frank? I mean, is anyone counting? How many times Donald Trump?
But it's always been, my analysis has always been having to talk about the violence he's incited amongst the MAGA movement. Now we have to wonder if we've fallen into that same trap.
It's spreading amongst everybody, not just MAGA.
Quote-unquote assassination attempts, Frank, against Trump were both, right-wing white guys. I mean,
it appears that that's true. Everybody's getting blamed for that. But watch this carefully. I think sociologists have to watch this carefully. I think as we grow angrier and more disturbed with Trump and his new administration and what we're going to see play out, I think and pray that anger doesn't turn into the same ugliness that Trump has birthed.
Well, so I saved this other story for you. The Republicans slammed Trump DOJ for spying on Congress. I mean, they're getting a preview of what Trump's DOJ / FBI might be like. I mean, under get your thoughts on Kash Patel, FBI director separately, but Mike Turner slammed the DOJ for spying on congressmen, including Kash Patel, during the Trump administration. Right?
This is my greatest concern.
They secretly obtained phone records from 2 members of Congress and 43 staffers, including Kash Patel and our friends Adam Schiff and Eric Swalwell. And so this was under the first Trump administration with some guardrails, supposedly, right? Who said this? This was Donald Trump's Department of Justice. Kash Patel, for his part, has said he would go after members of the media, either criminally or civilly. Should this be a warning to Kash Patel about how the DOJ and FBI wield their power moving forward? So Republican, Turner said, well, absolutely. Kash Patel, I have great regard for, certainly understands aspects of the deep state. I'm sorry, Frank, is he blaming the deep state under Donald Trump's Department of Justice for spying?
People need to understand this because on the internet, the far right is posting the same article you just read from, and they're saying Biden did this. No. This was the DOJ watchdog, the IG, saying we caught Trump not following any of the rules when you're supposed to. I want you to understand something. In order to get these records on members of Congress and their staff and Kash Patel, they had to open a criminal investigation with those people's names in the title. And there are all kinds of rules if you're going to open criminal cases on Congress, and they followed none of those rules. And this is the tip of the iceberg. This will be happening throughout his new administration. And maybe it's a good thing that Kash Patel is getting a wake-up call going, holy shit.
Hey, Frank, hey.
They spied on me.
Yeah.
Yes. That was well earned, but we still can't do that. God knows who Kash Patel's, head of the FCC is going to be. To come in here. So, Frank, I mean, the other extraordinary thing, of course, is Kash Patel wrote it all down. He wrote all the enemies list down, and as you know, these are not anybody that's committed any crimes. Can you explain to us in our brave new world how this is going to happen if there's no crimes and no evidence? They're just going to be persecuted anyway, aren't they?
Pam Bondi and Kash Patel, AG and alleged FBI director, are promising us, don't listen to me, listen to their own words. They're going to pursue prosecutors and media and investigators. There's no sign yet of this so-called deep state criminality. None. The DOJ IG under Barr has looked at it. John Durham, special counsel under Barr, has looked at it. They struck out. So what they're going to have to do, Stephanie, is fabricate case openings which again, they've been caught, Trump was caught doing, as you just read. And they're going to make people's lives miserable. My friends of mine are on that list. They're going to have to get lawyers. Their families are going to get threatened by knuckleheads, and it's dangerous. And while they're all doing that, what is the FBI not going to be doing in your community to make your community safer?
Yeah, yeah. I saved one last story for you, but, also based on, what did Trump call the day of something? He's going to let police just go crazy and get rid of crime in one day. Have one rough day of justice,
Something like that, yeah.
I mean, so the police department in Worcester, Mass. Allowed officers to engage in sexual misconduct with women believed to be in the commercial sex trade. They also found the police officers rapidly escalated minor incidents by using more force than is necessary. I mean, the mind reels and the spine shivers over what police are going to be able to get away with in Donald Trump's, by his own telling, right?
So let's combine that concern that they're going to feel empowered and emboldened to use excessive force with the likelihood that a Kash Patel FBI and a DOJ is going to diminish the civil rights resources that would investigate excessive use of force by the police, right? There are entire sections and divisions at DOJ and FBI that do that. And you think they're going to be opening cases on cops who beat people up? I think not.
Yeah. I mean, we're going into a dark time, aren't we, Frank? I was so struck by Stuart Rhodes, the Oath Keepers, one of the ringleaders of January 6th, who's in prison, his wife, who testified against him, saying, I'm scared. If Trump pardons him and lets him out, our whole family would be scared. I believed in the rule of law. I mean,
I interviewed her a while back on my podcast, and she claims that she was physically, and the kids, and mentally abused. She claims gun to the head, threatening to kill the dog. A dangerous man who is to some a hero, unfortunately.
But I mean, what happens when he pardons all these crooks and lets them out of prison? Somebody said.
Well, they can become FBI agents. They apparently are very trained in it.
Oh God.
Someone said it's opening the containment unit on Ghostbusters.
Yeah, or Arkham Asylum in Batman.
Yeah, it's only a matter of time upon violent people being released that they're gonna commit violence again. Guaranteed.